a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the UConn Huskies taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff and we'll get this game going. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Oklahoma's offense will start this game off with the football. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Fires to the right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponents.
Punt is in the air. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So UConn's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. Got room to work. Got the first down. Looking for more. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Murphy. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. finds his big tight end. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Gets it out quickly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Oh, the attempt is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from the game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's got the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Kind of like that big, reliable security. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Mateer. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Makes the grab. It's on.
You see it so much in college football. In motion running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
And the Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Sooners are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, they tried to go play action on that one to see if they could freeze the defense, but a great job getting to the quarterback, not being fooled by it, forcing the incompletion.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Bringing the heat. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And that's a really good play. That's a ball. That's thrown way down the field. A lot of time for me to do what? Get a little bit handsy, get my hands, force a PI, stay calm, did a nice job, stay in the course, got his hand on the football for perfection.
UConn will have to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets it up at 26 with the first down.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Caught near the sticks. It's Huggins. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the ground, it's up. Spin move. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal and understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate what you please.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UConn offense goes back to work. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Fareed. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Rushes on him. Punts it out of the air. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
The things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
UConn will have to punt it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Find some fresh air. Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. To throw, it's Mateer. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Gibson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. And you just saw one there on the crossing route.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Sooners! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UConn going back to work on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put...
Turning it on! They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage at that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job with the base defense making a play.
Looking for a man. It's Fagnano. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch at the 10.
That's a big-time completion. And guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
Quarterback on the keeper. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, UConn. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at second and short, second and medium? Everything in the playbook is open to me.
Line getting set on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Burks. And he picks up the first down, and he doesn't, I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. He'll keep it himself. Quarterback gets enough. At the 45 on his way. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finishes the drive with a thrilling 69-yard run to the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Fagnano. And they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Kick is in the air. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. And the returner is stopped. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Lewis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him? Or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's a heat. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got him first and goal.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Caught behind the line. It's Lewis. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Sooner!
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Bell.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
To the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Edwards. They make the tackle, but UConn has enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Back to pass, it's Fagnano. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And we've got to start our report by shouting out that quarterback. My man was dropping dimes like a bank robber, one after another, right on the money, spreading the wealth. Are you picking up on the theme here, people? Long ways to go, I know. But if this continues, that young man is going to be cashing in more ways than one. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
The Sooners will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his spot. And the return will be brought down. The UConn offense goes back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the single back. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. To the air, it's Fagnano. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection. On third down, thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
They booted it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Sooners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play, and I'll tell you, after that hit and that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And the Sooners lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Past the first down marker and still running.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The carry going off right tackle here. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Caught over the middle. It's Burks. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down.
Not able to pick up that 1st down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this 1st down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And it's no good. And guys, this will stay a 24-point game.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Hold and fire complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Off play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, complete pass.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Dropping back, it's Fagnano. Catch in the middle, it's Murphy. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
QB draw. As they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down. He gets down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Murphy. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Snagged in the middle, it's Edwards. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
Cut your losses.
You're right, absolutely. Slide, don't take the extra punishment, just give up on the play.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for space. It's Edwards. He's pulled down after a tough one. Gets it to the 6. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Fagnano. They'll run the screen. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down.
That's one as a quarterback. You throw in a completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Had to settle for the field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Sooner offense returns to the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. There he goes! Pass the sticks and still on his feet. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. The pull and throw off the RPO. They finally make the stop, and it's been this play this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
And the Sooners, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he had it! The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here comes the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Creates a little space. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
Brings up second down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes a handoff. It's Edwards. Oh, he's got some space. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Scanning the field, it's Fagnano. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally with the football. Game tackle. You're going to win this game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Murphy. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
This UConn offense really has it going. They'll go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Slings it downfield. Finds a man in the middle. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game.
Turning it on. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Huskies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Right back to the well. Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Fagnano. Fires to the tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
They got a little bit, but they didn't get the first down, and you're obviously trying to get the first down, but you try to slip in those screens occasionally on third down. I like when you slip in there trying to make a big play, catch the defense maybe being a little aggressive.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
We'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long. Breaks into the open. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
The running threat of the QB it gives you the +1. It's just such a headache. He can always pull it. He can give it. There's so many options, and this defense so far hasn't had a lot of answers in trying to stop this offense.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
It's a fumble. Recovers the fumble and he's on the move. Knocked down, but not before. He gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, better look out! He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
The Sooners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Grab behind the line. It's Sategna. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play over.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push them upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
They're working that left side. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Dead center movement. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Looking for block. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Be a lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Grabbed over the middle. It's Edwards.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
And the Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Caught close to the marker. It's Murphy. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.